Hey guys, I want to show you which journals I'm thinking about using for 2018. And here they all are. There's kind of a wide variety of designs. But my current journal is this one right here. And yes, you're in bed with me, but this journal's kind of bulky. But I really like sunflowers. And I'm enjoying this one. It's just kind of taking a while. But I'm thinking about using this one at the same time. Mostly because it's more portable and I could take it when I never go places. But if I actually went somewhere, went to a picnic in this 20-degree weather, I could go somewhere and write with this a lot easier than this bulky one. But anyway, I'm kind of obsessed with rose gold lately, so I really can't wait to use this. I might use this one at the same time as that. So this one's a definite for this year, I think. And probably this too. This color is really soothing looking and it matches my sheets. I like these two colors together. But yeah, there's those two. And this one I gave myself for Christmas, and it's a soft cover. But I couldn't resist the design. I went to a bookstore after a really pleasant family holiday, and we haven't really had a family holiday in many, many years, so it was really nice. And we saw some old family friends and met them at a bookstore. So naturally I couldn't resist this. And yeah, hope your New Year's going fine. I know it's been a while. I'm kind of awkward at videos just because I'm out of practice, but I'm awkward in general, but I'm out of practice and it's weird. But yeah, my New Year is kind of got off to okay, so New Year's Day, my ceiling kind of came down a little bit. The ceiling actually didn't fall. As a shut-off valve on the sink upstairs broke on New Year's Day, so a bunch of water came down through the ceiling again, and I already had a hole in the ceiling from a previous repair in the drywall. I had a hole in the drywall, and a little bit of insulation came down with it. But it was a mess on New Year's Day, and I ended up fixing it myself. Like 2 days later, I cannot bear that water anymore. So there was that. My seasonal job is done. I don't have a job anymore. I am almost done with I'm doing a school program, like a certificate thing at a new school, and I'm almost done with that. I have one more class that starts in like 2 weeks, and then I have to finish up my current 2 classes, and then I'll be done. But yeah, trying to find a decent job and had a decent holiday. I hope yours is fine. I guess I'll keep showing you journals, but yeah, this one I really want to use this year. The paper's kind of average, but it's holographic and magical looking and is like unicorns. But yeah, the lines are really large in here, and the paper's kind of cheap and bleach white, but it's decent. Like, it's thick enough-ish. It's thick enough for cheap paper, but I could not resist the holograph, so I want to use this one this year. And let me know which journals you're thinking about using this year, and if you tend to use a lot of journals in the same design, or if you like to switch out varieties. Like, these are kind of a wide range of stuff, and I have some Lisa Frank ones I'll show you here in a minute. So I kind of picked out just some really random stuff. This journal I gave myself for Christmas too. I'd wanted one of these forever. They stopped making these in 2012 or so, and it's just kind of cutesy and girly and with a bow. It took forever to find one of these since they haven't made them in so long. It's okay, this thing's really hard to open with one hand. That's going to be annoying when I use it, I think. But it's got some glitter on it, and I don't know, I just like vintagey stuff. It's got huge spacing at the top of each page, which is kind of weird. And the lines are really large, but it's cute, and I finally found one, so I was pretty excited about that. This one here, I was thinking about using last year and never did, and it's Toy Story. I put a few stickers from my childhood on it, and a glow-in-the-dark bead from my childhood on it too. I'm not sure you can really see it, but I'm really pale, and my hands are dry, so I look particularly antique myself, like this kind of vintagey looking thing. But this Toy Story one, I was thinking about using last year, never really did. The paper in these is kind of thin when you've used some of the journals that are like the Barnes & Noble leather ones with the really thick paper. this paper feels like super thin compared to that. But it's cute and it's fun, and the inside has kind of Toy Story themed stuff too. And I saved some Toy Story stickers for myself to use with this when I got this a long time ago, a year or two ago. So this one's a maybe for this year. And another one like it, cassette tapes. Cassette tapes pretty much were my childhood. I had The Bodyguard on cassette tape. I got a Walkman for my birthday one year and got that tape. My parents had never listened to the songs on that because one of it's like The Queen of the Night, and the lyrics are a little bit much for a like young child, I think. But I don't know. I like the song, the cassette tape. So this one's kind of nostalgia. This one's a maybe for the year. I kind of have a few others of these that I think I'll definitely use. Like this one I'll use. This one I think I'll use this year. So I'm not sure if I want to use that many of the same kind of style journal or not. But I'm considering it a maybe. This one's really funny. Roommate agreement. I pretty much had a roommate agreement like Sheldon's. And I had like a 7 or 8 page lease with like some... I didn't have like a roommate flag or anything, but just shy of that. I had a lot of indemnity clauses and stuff like that, liability stuff, and occupancy limits, like not having someone just bring in their friend or partner or whatever and wanting to have them live there free. I had like some stuff like that in it. So this one just kind of cracks me up. So that one's... Oh, I guess I could show you the paper. Each page of this has a design. So, I don't know. I could use this as some kind of theme journal. Like I could make it like a movie journal, but I had one of those from a number of years ago, so I don't know if I really want to... I didn't really use much. I'm not sure if I want to have another like movies I've watched type journal or not. This one cracks me up. This is a journal. It's a Game Boy journal. So this one, I think I'm going to leave this one. It doesn't really stay open, like it doesn't lay open flat really at all. And there's nothing to keep it closed. But look at it. It's just like a vintage Game Boy. I'm a 90s child. This is like a lot of 90s stuff here. This one, oh my gosh, look at this. Check this out. So it actually, Mario jumps up and down on this. And I finally beat that stupid game, the Super Mario Land. I finally beat that thing a few years ago. And I'd been trying since like the mid-90s when I was a little kid. So this one I think I'll use as like a purse journal and just kind of write. If I happen to be out somewhere and don't have a normal journal with me, I could just write a few notes in here. I used to have like a home journal and then a purse journal back when I first started journaling in 2007. So I'm thinking about doing that again. And maybe using multiple journals at the same time for a while, just because some of these excite me. And it's kind of, I don't know, it can be really nice to have something small and then like something with lines, something without, just kind of different varieties. So when you don't feel like using something cutesy, you have another option. So yeah, I have to show you this again because this is so awesome. I think I'm going to put like a closure on it, like glue an elastic here and then wrap it around the back so it'll stay shut. Okay, anyway. Speaking of 90s, Lisa Frank, this thing is just fun. I'm going to take the lock off of it when I actually use it, but yeah. I have a pencil case that matches this that I got a year or two ago. I had one just like as a kid, so I was super excited to find one. So I have this and that matching pencil case now. And then this one, more Lisa Frank. This is so bright. I've had this for probably 2 years, and I've been really tempted to use it a few times, but it's just every single page is so bright, which, I mean, I like bright rainbow, but every page is a bit much even for me. If I'm decorating with washi tape, I think this would kind of get in the way since it would clash with like a lot of stuff. So I was kind of waiting to use this until I don't feel like decorating as much. Like it's just so bright. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's the pattern, like the leopard print pattern and the chevron and everything at once is a lot, but it's really fun, and I know I really enjoy that when I get around to using it. And this thing cracks me up too. VHS tape. This is a journal too. VHS tapes were also my childhood. Actually, they're my current hood too. I still have a VHS player. Is that what you call it? A cassette tape? Yeah, VHS player. I still have one. I don't have a TV, but I have a VHS tape player. It's just not hooked up to anything. This one doesn't have anything to keep it closed either, but it's got plain paper, and I'll probably add something to keep it closed. And it's even got this on the back. I wish I could find a cassette tape, I wish it came with a case that was like the cassette tape box that fit perfectly. I tried to put this in one of those, but didn't quite fit. But yeah, there's that. And then this one is kind of back to like adulting, normal looking stuff. This one, for some reason, just feels like it'll be kind of comforting. It's a soft cover. It's kind of smushy. It's got this weird, like, jagged edge page stuff on it, and these were kind of a mess for a long time. Like the parts of these fall off, and it makes a mess. Like you can kind of tell there. I mean, I just went like this, but it used to fall off a lot more. So I think it's finally kind of worn off enough that it won't be messy when I use it. That's kind of one of the reasons I haven't used it yet. And also, I don't like the texture. It kind of bothers me. And there's nothing to keep it closed either. So I'll probably add a strap and then just kind of go like this to get the crap so it doesn't keep coming off when I'm using it. It's kind of a neat looking pattern, and just, I don't know, I could kind of picture myself in like a different bedroom, kind of decorated a certain way using this. Like I kind of envision what my life would look like or where I'd be when I use these journals. Like this one, I have a matching bedspread now. I've wanted that for so long, and I found it on sale for $27. So I have a bedspread like this. It's in another room, so someone could use. But yeah, I kind of picture myself like in different cities, in different bedrooms, like with a style that matches this kind of vintage shabby, I guess is what the room I picture that I'd be sitting in to write in this with. But yeah, then there's this one. I'm really blindingly pale. This one, I used one of these in a 5x7 size. This thing is huge. That's what she said. But this is, I think, maybe 8x10. I'm not really sure, but it's the largest one. And I found this on sale for, I think it was like $5. I found a lot of these. I got 6 journals and a pencil case, all for about a little over $30. I think like $32. So there's like a clearance sale. They were like 75% off, and that was amazing. So I got another one of these. I've used a 5x7 once, and really like 3 or 4 years ago, and I really liked it. So I wanted to try the large one, and it's got pretty page edges and lined pages. And then this one is such a random design from a London museum, and I have 2 of these now. I found one last year, and I was thinking about using it last year, but I just never got around to it. It's a huge size, and I really don't go for journals this large usually. And there was just other journals I felt like using. The line spacing is really large in this, but this one I found in Florida. My family and I vacationed in Florida. This is the first time on vacation, probably, I don't know, at least 4 years. That's not really a thing we get to do very often. So we went to Florida. I found this randomly in a bookstore. There was one left, and the one I found there was $6. I'm like, and I couldn't believe it was there. It's just such a random thing to find. Oh yeah, and this one has some neat decorations inside of it. It's got, most of the pages are lined, but it has a few of these. I think like 2 of these in here. It's got this clear sheet, and then this page, and then it's got one more somewhere in here. But I wrote Florida 2017 on it. Oh yeah, here it is. It's right in the front. But just kind of neat looking and vintagey, and I kind of picture myself in a different bedroom using this one while living in the 1960s or 70s. But yeah, it's just a neat looking one, and I wish it was a smaller size, like 5x7, but I'll probably, I don't know, I think I'll use this year. And then this one's kind of like a slight maybe, kind of, I don't know, some of these are slight maybes, like the Big Bang Theory one and the VHS tape, and this one are like slight maybes. I put this eye in here Crystal had suggested, like, I put an eye in here, so I didn't. That amuses me. But this thing is also large and wide, and I'm kind of just, it reminds me, I used to have, in Tiny Town, I had this really old house that had, like, antique looking locks inside, so this kind of reminds me of that. There's nothing to keep it closed, so I'll probably add maybe a ribbon or elastic or something. But it's really heavy. And then one more to show you is this one. This one I got last year, and I'd wanted one of these since about 2007 or 2008, when this brand was popular, but I finally found one, and I added some more kitschy crap on top of the already decorative thing. But it's got a heavy lock on it, and I think I'll just use it like this and leave the lock dangling. But this and the pink heart lock journal that I have, the locks kind of make it, like, the locks draw me to it, but it's also, I think they'd be in the way when I actually use it. And it kind of looks a little bit plain without this. Well, okay, that's not really plain, but I just like it, the look better with it, but this is really heavy and kind of, I don't know, in the way. And I don't really want to just take this off and use it like this. But it is cute. I mean, it's like got all the decorative stuff. The pages are, it has a few cute things like this. Once Upon a Time, and then, like, this is a lot of rather wasted space on the top and bottom. I mean, it's cute, but it's like every single page has the same thing, and that's probably almost 2.5, 3 inches worth of this. I'm not sure what I'd do. I mean, I guess I could just write over it or decorate or something. I could do little drawings. I don't know. Let me know if you have any journals that have a lot of decorative crap on it and what you do with that. I think I probably would just use it for some kind of, like, I could write when I went to sleep on a certain area, or like the weather, or just write over it and ignore the lines altogether. But yeah, the paper's pretty decent. It's like thick enough, and it feels nice. Some of the really, either the cheap in price or quality, when they're like super bleached paper, there's some papers bother me, but this one, the paper in all these journals that I'm showing you, is good enough. Some of them are a little bit white, like this, the paper in here is a little bit too white for me, but yeah, let me know if you prefer like straight up bleach white paper like this, or if you prefer kind of beigey stuff. This one's got gold on the side too. But anyway, those are my journals. This is really long. But I don't really want to make this again, so just have to go with it. Anyway, I hope this was slightly interesting. Let me know what journals you're using this year. Let me know how your New Year's going, and anything else you feel like commenting. You can just comment a random word if you want. I don't know, that'd be fun. Alright, have a good one. Okay, bye.